Friends. Got the boy down here helping me tonight, and he's loving it.
No, I'm not.
You're not loving it? Oh, bud. You're doing such a good job, though, bud. We are going to start our cucumbers and melons. Maybe a little late, but typically these sprout pretty quick. I mean, within
A week.
a couple weeks, they're going to be up and putting leaves out within probably 3 weeks, ready to go. So it's still kind of nasty out.
Rainy.
We've had like record rain. I think we got 3 inches last night. Like, it was crazy. Or 3 inches within an hour's time. So we got some rugs and stuff out here that are drying out as the sub pump had got clogged. Last night we had a lot of fun in the basement, let's just put it that way. My tomato plants, all this stuff got beat up. I was kind of worried about it because it was all drooped over because it was basically outside during the torrential downpour. So they've pretty much recovered, standing straight back up, which is good. Especially since, a tray of these is my tomato contest winners. Hey Frank, what's up, man? So anyway, I got Bud here packing up some pots. This is how we're going to start them this year. And basically put several seeds, probably about, I don't know, 6 or 8 of each type in these pots here. We'll need to get, actually let's label these real quick before we get going too fast. Here you go. Here's the some craft sticks. You'll need, what, 10 of them?
Yeah.
You can just number them. See, I got a pen up here somewhere. Oh, that stinks, man. I'm glad you figured out the gas situation. Budgeting can be tough for sure. We've had some lean years where, trying to figure things out, unexpected expenses. But the Lord always seems to provide. That's for sure. Where's my... Except right now, I'm needing a permanent marker, and I don't see a permanent marker.
This is working.
We might have to remark those, but that's okay, bud. So, Frank, these are... I got these. I might try the blue hybrid again. I definitely want to do pumpkins. I may wait a couple weeks on those because last time we did pumpkins, they were like ready in August, and Halloween and all that's not till October. As far as like when, I mean, they'll store for a long time, but some of them were starting to go bad, where they had ripened August, and by the time we got to October, they were rotting and stuff. Oh, okay. You got Venmo? Do you have that Venmo app? Because if you do, I can spot you some cash. How about that? We just take care of it. So we're labeling this stuff. Boston pickling. It's a good pickling cucumber. Markemore 76. We tried these one year, and I don't know, it was just a bad year for cucumbers. Anyway, I couldn't get them to go real good. We got gray zucchini, black beauty zucchini, and these are pretty prolific. Ancient watermelon, which was awesome last year. Got some Crookneck squash. I do have another cucumber I thought about trying. Well, I tell you what, there's if you go to the app store, just download it. It's called Venmo, and basically you can. Though I don't know if, yeah, I think it can be available pretty much right away. So basically, the way that would work is you download that app. What I'd probably do is jump off the live stream so I could do it. Yeah, see if you can get the app. And then what I'll do is I'll text you or whatever. And basically you can find me in the app or whatever. Or basically you'll set up your profile and just let me know what your username is. And then I can search for you. And then I can actually send you stuff or whatever. And then you can accept it right away, and you can have it direct deposited right away. I think that's how it's pretty instant. My brother, he's like when we do gifts for the family and stuff, he'll shoot me money via Venmo for his portion, and it's like there like instantly, and then all that good stuff. So
Can we just sprinkle seeds in?
yeah, we're getting ready to do that here in a little
Because
bit.
I'm done.
So anyway, let me know, man. So we got our pots. I got 10 pots here. How many varieties we got?
8.
Oh, so we could do 2 more. You want to pull out, let's bring back the straight 8 cucumbers. These things are real prolific. When I was back in, we can do Tigger melon too if you want. You got to find it. It's in there somewhere. So these are oh, there it is, bud. So these are seeds from our garden back in Indiana, which was my favorite garden of all time because it was right in our backyard. I was doing no-till. By the time we left that place, the soil was like chocolate cake mix, like had super great structure, and everything pretty much I planted in there did really well. So we got straight 8 cucumbers, and I actually got these seeds from my friend Josh, and he's actually coming to visit this weekend to help me plant the garden this year. And so I'll have to tell him about this, but these are seeds from the cucumber he gave me cucumber seeds. We planted them, and they were like prolific. I mean, I had cucumbers. Just had cucumbers coming out of our ears. So we'll see if we can get these to come back. What's that? What'd you just open? Now, bud, I would plant more because these seeds are old. We don't know how viable they are. So what I would do, did you label the tray Tigger melon?
Tigger.
The other thing you want to do before we start planting seeds, I would write on both sides of the stick. So you're going to rewrite all these names on the other side of the stick in case one side doesn't do well. You can put them over there. This was another favorite. It's called Tigger melon. It's like a what's the name I'm looking for? It's like passion fruit. It's got a unique flavor. It's not super sweet. It's like eating a sweet cucumber. I don't know if that's but they're neat. They're neat little melons. They about the size of a baseball, maybe sometimes a softball, depending. Bright like orange and yellow. I mean, kids love them. My kids love them. So we'll try that. Is that our 10? And then, of course, the seeds that Frank sent me. This blue hybrid, I think I'm going to try that again. We had some really good blue hybrid going a couple years ago on the squash vine board. Got them. And a random mix of watermelons. Kind of curious about that. Now, again, we're not doing pumpkins just yet because last time we did them too early. They came, like, everything was ripe by August.
Oh, Black Beauty.
So we don't want to do that. What's that?
I forgot about Black Beauty. That was a really good
Yeah, unless you want to do Black Diamond Watermelon. We can either do Black Beauty Squash or Black Diamond Watermelon. Black Diamond Watermelon's another great variety. I've got a video on that. We got, the one year we did that, we had like 12 watermelon, and they were all like...
Was Black Beauty a watermelon?
It was a watermelon. Well, no, Black Beauty's a squash.
I don't think the squashes one year did good, but other than that, they've kind of been bad.
Alright, well... So what do you want to do, bud?
Zucchini gray. I guess how many seeds?
You gotta label both sides of these.
I know. Look.
Alright. Well, so have you made your decision? Do you want to do Black Beauty Squash or do you want to do Black Diamond Watermelon?
You know, I could go ask Mommy. Because she likes squash and watermelon.
Maybe we should do the squash since we're doing some of these watermelon that Frank gave me.
Okay.
Which, this will be interesting. I have no idea what these are.
So it'll be surprise.
Maybe it's a sugar baby. I know he was telling me about that.
Crookneck.
So yeah. Anyway, should go really well.
How many years have
The other thing about these seeds is like we could direct sow these if we wanted to. I might have to put a few more seeds in the ground to make sure we had stuff germinate, but typically because they sprout so quickly and all that, you could direct sow and come out pretty good on that. And I've done that in previous years. And sometimes they do better because you don't have the whole process of trying to harden stuff off. They come up in the harsh conditions like, direct sun all day long and high-speed winds and stuff, as opposed to, you're growing a seedling and stuff in kind of artificial conditions, indoors, and then trying to put it outside. It takes a little while to adjust. But the advantage to starting the seeds under the grow lights at home like this is that, we know what we got. Like, there's no guess on like what germinated or not, and you can really focus on kind of cultivating the plants, and you can grow extra to where if, let's say you direct sow and then you have a pest that takes it out or something happens, you've got extra that you can plant. Which we've done that. Like I've got a bunch of extra at the greenhouse right now, and we've done that where maybe a bird will come by and like snap off a stem, or destroy some of the baby plants and stuff. We can replant really quick. So, all right, bud, what you doing there?
Straight A and Tigger.
You got them labeled?
Tigger, straight A.
All right, go ahead and sprinkle them in.
I'm doing twice as many of these.
Yeah, make sure there's some space between them. That way, it's easy to separate.
Is that good?
I'll put a few more there. Yeah, that's good. All right, so you got Venmo. So what you got to do is just text me what your username is, and then what I'll do is I'll jump off this live stream here real quick, and then I'll jump back on after we figure all that out. How about that? So there will be a part two to our little seed starting adventure here. So as soon as I see the text come through, I'll do that. We'll jump off and then I'll jump back on. Oh, bye. So we'll jump off for about, I don't know, a couple minutes, and then I'll jump back on to finish planting. So let's pause the planting, but I don't want them to be able to see what
Crookneck.
Crookneck squash.
Now these aren't very old, so I didn't do quite as many.
Yeah, what's nice about the crookneck is that they are a little bit pest resistant. The squash vine, the pests that normally do the squash, like the squash bug, squash vine borer, they don't like these vines as much. They'll go after like the zucchini and some of the straight stuff. They'll go after that stuff first before they attack these vines, which is good. Same with the watermelon. I noticed that, especially the ancient, they didn't bother that at all last year. All right, bud. So we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll come back on for part 2 of our little seed starting adventure. So we'll see you guys in a few.